Hey friends, you've heard me talk a lot on this podcast about how to become a better steward of your finances, how to show up as a better mom, wife, and all around person. But today, I'm going to share something with you that you probably haven't heard from me before. How being a debt free budgeting coach changed me personally. Yep, it's a little more personal this time, and honestly, it's a story I don't always share, but I think it's time you heard it. I used to be in a place where money felt like this constant tug of war. I would try to get ahead, but it always felt like money was pulling me back. It was controlling me instead of me controlling it. I'm sure you can relate. It's that feeling of being overwhelmed, like no matter how hard you try, you're just never quite in the driver's seat. Now, that was my reality for years until one day I realized something. The way you look at your finances is exactly how they'll go. Either you own your money or money will own you. I just love this expression. Don't you agree with that? Now, once I discovered this, I knew I had to shift things. Welcome to the Simple Money Systems. This is the go-to podcast for exceptional women who are eager to pay off their debt and live a fearless, meaningful life with confidence and joy. Hi, Diana Gallas here. I am a mom to a special needs child, a caregiver to a loved one, and the host of this show for you who is determined to break free from debt without sacrificing what you value most. Discover here simple money strategies to set you free from debt culture, money wasting, and ever-changing mode of currency and market volatility. If you're ready to say yes to a debt-free life and exchange everything that hasn't worked for a plan that will, results that are undeniable, like peace of mind, better sleep, improved mood, and more money in your pocket, this podcast is for you. Hug your bug or boo, roll up those sleeves, and get your life out of debt into your freedom land with confidence. That's when I found the debt-free budgeting method, and let me tell you, it changed everything. Not just for my finances, but for my mindset, my daily peace, and honestly, the way I approach everything in life now. The moment I started taking control, instead of feeling like I was constantly being pulled by the weight of debt and confusion, I felt a sense of freedom I hadn't experienced before. And that's why I'm so passionate about teaching this stuff to you, my friend. It's not just about paying off debt or crunching numbers, it's about taking your power back and transforming the way you live. So, I created this method not just as a way to help you get out of debt, but as a tool to help you reclaim control, get clarity, and start living a life where money works for you, not the other way around. That's the transformation I want for you, and I'm here to guide you through it every step of the way. So, if you're tired of feeling like money is constantly pulling at you and you're ready to take the reins, I would love for you to join me on this journey. Go ahead and sign up for the debt-free budgeting course. I still have a discount, a huge discount going around for a few days. So go ahead and apply today so you can claim this amazing gift from me to you to be a part of this amazing 6 weeks course journey. All right, and if you haven't heard, I want you to go back to episode number 100. It's prior episode where I go through every module, what you're gonna learn in this course. So go ahead to my website at dianagalas.com. It's dianagalas.com and sign up for the course. So let's look here together at 7 ways how debt-free budgeting changed me. During the course of this podcast, I teach everybody how to change, how to improve, how to handle finances, how to be a great steward of your money. And you never heard from me how actually it changed me, how it affected me and my life. All right, so here we go. Number 1, friends, I stopped counting every penny. All right, just imagine this. Instead of counting every penny, you focus on habits that support your finances and your overall well-being, your health, your relationships, and your happiness. It's a shift from stressing over the small stuff to seeing the bigger picture. And it actually helps you save more while living a richer life emotionally and financially. Because when you fixate on every cent, it can lead to stress and sacrifice. You might cut unnecessary expenses but end up missing out on things that truly nourish your soul, like self-care or quality time with loved ones. So, instead of obsessing over every detail, focus on habits that bring you joy and peace. And prioritizing self-care, whether it's a quiet morning, a workout, or just resting, investing in yourself in ways money can't buy. All right? So I encourage you to pour into relationships without guilt because the memories you create with family and friends are priceless. And by shifting from penny pinching to intentional spending and nurturing your well-being, you'll find you save more without the stress. You'll build lasting habits that align with your true priorities, and your finances will follow suit. So just stop obsessing over every penny, start focusing on what really matters, and watch everything else fall into place. And if you want to know how, again, I encourage you to check my website at dianagalas.com and sign up for the course. Number 2, the second way how debt-free budgeting course changed me. I started cultivating and valuing my gifts and talents. Here's something I've learned on my journey. Cultivating and valuing my unique gifts and talents didn't just improve my life. It actually grew my net worth and set the foundation for a lasting legacy. It's not about chasing money or just working hard. It's about tapping into what makes you you. It's your skills, your passions, and abilities, and using them to create real value. All right? So at first, I focused only on the numbers and financial goals. But when I started investing in my growth and leaning into my strengths, things started to shift. The more I nurtured my talents, the more opportunities opened up. And not just for me. When you add value to others, that's when the real magic happens. Because your gifts aren't just for personal fulfillment. They are assets. Whether It's through your career, your business, or the way you serve others, right? You can create wealth by doing what you're naturally good at. And as I focused on developing my strengths and using them to help others, my net worth grew in ways I hadn't imagined. And it wasn't just about earning, it was about building something aligned with my values that created long term impact. When you invest in your gifts, it's not just a financial strategy, it's a mindset shift. When you focus on what you're good at and use it to serve others, your true value shines through, both personally and financially. You're not just chasing wealth, you are building something sustainable that reflects who you are. And that's how you build a legacy that keeps giving long after you're gone, my friend. Okay, so here's the key. Don't just chase money. Focus on creating value by embracing your unique talents, right? The more you invest in your true potential, the more your wealth and your legacy will grow. Number three, the third way how I changed with debt-free budgeting course. And also, while I created this course, it affected me so dramatically. Okay, number three, I became more productive, result oriented, because friends, it's addicting to see amazing progress, all right? Becoming a debt-free coach has been a total game changer for me, okay? Not just in helping others, but in how I approach my own life. Watching my clients make progress is so encouraging, and it creates a snowball effect of motivation. Every time someone takes a step closer to their goal or pays off a chunk of debt, I feel that same sense of accomplishment, and it drives me to push further in my own life. And being a debt free budgeting coach means practicing what you preach, right? I had to stay committed to my own habits, goals, and productivity, which fueled my own growth. The more I saw others transform, the more inspired I became to take action in my own life. So, progress, as I've learned, is contagious. When you start seeing results, whether it's paying off debt or hitting milestones, it becomes this unstoppable momentum. And this journey taught me that results matter. Okay? It's not just about talking change, it's about creating it. When I see others eliminate debt or reach a financial goal, gave me the same feeling of accomplishment, which I now carry into every area of my own life. So, what's the secret? Get addicted to progress, okay? Break down your goals into small steps, celebrate every win, and let the momentum carry you forward. Once you see how far you can go, it's hard not to keep moving. All right? Okay, number four, I feel more fulfilled and successful. Friends, let me share something that might surprise you. Practicing what I teach about being debt free and using my two-line budget method has completely transformed how I feel about my life, my goals, and my sense of accomplishment. It's one thing to teach strategies, but living them out every day, that's where the real magic happens. When I first started coaching, I didn't just give advice, I applied these principles to my own life. And let me tell you, the difference has been incredible. The two-line budget is simple yet so effective. It's not just about tracking spending, it's about making intentional choices that align with my values. Every time I make a debt payment or contribute to my financial goal, I celebrate a small win. Those wins add up quickly. And the peace of mind from knowing that my finances are on track, it's priceless. So, living this way has given me a sense of purpose and fulfillment I didn't expect. It's not just about crossing off financial goals, it's about moving towards something bigger and much more meaningful. When your finances align with your values, you don't just save money or pay off debt, right? You build a life you can truly feel proud of. And trust me, if these methods work for me, they can work for you too. All right, number 5, the fifth way how debt-free budgeting course, well, I created it, transformed my life. Friends, I see how adding value to others empowers them and brings me humble feeling of joy. Because I want to share something close to my heart. Teaching through my debt-free budgeting course has been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. What I didn't expect, though, is how much focusing on adding value to others would empower me. It's not just about helping people save money or get out of debt. It's more about giving them lasting, positive change and providing them something of great value. And when I first started this journey, I thought the reward would be seeing others break free from financial stress, right? And of course, that feels amazing. But there is something deeper I've realized. When you empower others, you're also transformed. Helping people see that they have the tools to change their situation, it's life-changing for both them and me. And in teaching this course, I've seen firsthand how simple steps can lead to monumental shifts. Whether it's paying off a first debt or feeling the weight lift off their shoulders, it's not just about finances, it's about stepping into a new version of themselves. And being part of that, it fills me with joy. Because true success isn't just about wealth, it's about creating lasting positive change. Helping someone take control of their finances means they're in charge of their future, not their debts. And that's also priceless. So, if you're wondering whether this course can make a difference in your life, let me assure you, it can. And as you experience your own transformation, you'll feel the same joy and empowerment I felt too. Now to number 6, valuing every person as a unique treasure of its kind. All right? As a coach, I thought my job was all about teaching finances, getting out of debt, budgeting, and living debt free. But what I've truly learned is that the real transformation isn't just in how people manage their money. It's in how they see themselves and how I see them. Every person is unique, and valuing that has been one of the most powerful lessons I've gained. Because, friends, each person brings their own story, dreams, and struggles. No two journeys are alike, and that's something to celebrate. Coaching has shown me the importance of seeing people for who they are, not just their debt, but the whole person behind it. Everyone has incredible potential, and by recognizing their uniqueness, I can help them unlock that potential. It's easy to focus on numbers and budgets, but the real work is connecting with people, understanding their individual paths, and honoring their journey. And the more I do this, the more I realize that by valuing others, I also value myself. It's a beautiful exchange. And the biggest lesson I've learned is not just about money, it's about honoring each person as the unique treasure they are. And when we do that, real growth and transformation follows. All right, number 7, the seventh way how I got transformed by being a coach, a debt-free budgeting coach. Friends, recognizing God in a way I wouldn't otherwise. I want to share something deeply personal with you, something that became so clear to me through my journey of becoming a debt-free budgeting coach. You see, this role has not just been about helping people get out of debt or manage their finances. It's been a profound experience of seeing and recognizing God in ways I never would have expected. And it's been through every up and down, every challenge, and even the moments when I doubted myself that I've seen God's presence in my life more clearly. And when I first took on the role of coaching others, it was exciting. But let me tell you, it wasn't always smooth sailing. There were times I hit brick walls, moments when I felt stuck, like I wasn't getting through to my clients or that I wasn't doing enough. And there were plenty of times when I questioned myself. Could I really make a difference? Was I the right person for this job? Was I capable of helping others achieve their financial goals? And when I was still figuring things out myself, through all doubt, through the self questioning, I was forced to rely on something bigger than myself. I began to see how much I needed to trust God's plan for me and how much I needed to lean into my faith. There were days when I felt like I was giving it my all, only to feel like I was running in place. But in those moments, I started to realize that God had already equipped me with the gifts, talents, and wisdom I needed. I just had to trust the process, trust my journey, and trust that He was leading me every step of the way. Even when I felt like I was at the end of my rope, doubting whether I was the person who could make the kind of impact I wanted, I would hear the quiet whisper, "Keep going, you're not alone." And through that, I found strength I didn't even know I had. All right? And I realized that God's hand was always with me, even when I couldn't see it. Every brick wall I faced, every obstacle was just another opportunity for Him to show up in my life and remind me that He is in control. And what really struck me was how in moments of self-doubt, God showed me that my abilities weren't just mine. He gave me the gifts and talents I had, right? And all I had to do was trust Him to use them, okay? And that recognition, that deep, soul level understanding shifted everything. It helped me realize that I don't have to have all the answers or to be perfect, right? I just need to lean on Him, stay faithful, and trust that the rest would fall into place. So, in coaching, I began to see how God was not just a part of my journey, but how He was intricately involved in the lives of those I was helping. I could see His hand working in the breakthroughs, the moments when someone paid off a chunk of debt, or when a client said they felt hopeful about their financial future for the first time in years. And in those moments, friends, I felt so deeply humbled and grateful for the opportunity to be part of their journey because I knew it was all about God working through me to make that difference. There were also those low moments where I questioned if my efforts mattered. But it was in those times that I realized how God's presence was felt most powerfully. And in my weakness, His strength was made perfect. And every time I wanted to give up, something would happen, a breakthrough with a client, a message of gratitude, or just a gentle reminder in my spirit that God was showing me I was exactly where I needed to be. Friends, taking on the role of a debt-free budgeting coach has taught me so much more than just the ins and outs of finances. It has taught me to see God in the ups and downs, in the struggles, and in the victories. It has helped me realize that through everything, even through my doubts and challenges, He's been there, guiding me, teaching me, and using me to make a difference. So, if you are going through your own doubts, friend, questioning your path, or feeling like you're hitting walls, I want to encourage you today. Trust in God's plan for your life. He's already equipped you with everything you need. He's using your journey for a purpose, even if you can't always see it right now. Through the challenges and the victories, He is with you, guiding you every step of the way. And when you rely on His strength, you'll see the transformation you've been praying for. And for me, being a coach has been more than just a role, it's been a testimony of faith, a reminder that God works through us and that His plan for us is bigger than we can imagine. And for that, I'm so incredibly grateful. So, friends, I am so excited about what we've talked about today. And I hope you're feeling as inspired and motivated as I am to take those next steps in your financial journey. I want to personally invite you to take action right now. And if you're ready to transform your financial life, my debt-free budgeting course is exactly what you need. And for the next few days, I'm offering 50% off the course. Yes, half off. To grab this incredible deal, just head over to my website at dianagalas.com at dianagalas.com and enter the discount code Halfoff, HALFOFF, at the checkout, okay? It's that simple. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait too long to sign up and take control of your financial future. Also, if you'd loved today's episode, found it engaging, and felt like you got a gem or heard an answer to your prayers to start implementing in your life right away, I would be so grateful if you could leave me a review on Apple Podcasts, because this is where I read all of my reviews. Because, friend, your feedback not only helps me improve the show, but also helps other people discover this space for learning and growing. And hey, share this episode with a friend who could benefit from it as well. Let's build this community and keep helping each other move closer to our financial goals. And of course, make sure to tune in to future episodes where I'll continue sharing tips, advice, and inspiration to help you build the life and the finances you deserve. And to wrap things up, let me leave you with one of my favorite financial quotes. The goal isn't more money. The goal is living life on your terms. End of quote. And this is by Chris Brogan. That's what I want for you. To take charge of your financial future and create a life where you are not just surviving, but thriving. So, I can't wait for you to join me in the next episode and keep taking the steps towards securing a brighter debt-free tomorrow. Until then, take care and remember, you've got this. Thank you for tuning into the Simple Money Systems podcast. I hope you found this episode insightful, and I truly believe that a mom like you can be an inspiration to many others just by simply sharing this podcast and leaving a path of precious gems for those moms who are yet to find them. So together, we can create a community of exceptional moms who stand behind each other. Would you share it with other ladies so they can also find a way to a purposeful, debt-free life? Your precious gem is yet to shine. Get it out and share your light with others. Take a good care of yourself, and I meet you right back here at the Simple Money Systems, where your financial freedom journey begins.